Oof, this is a bit too sticky.
Oh, it's a fragrance thing for your car or your closet or anywhere that you want to keep fresh.
Hi.
A 10 mil? Wow, this is a steal. This is some cow.
How is everybody? How is everybody doing?
Maybe. Okay.
All of a sudden, I come on live and then all of a sudden, I feel like I've got a headache. Why? As soon as I just decide, let's go live.
7.5.
I really don't like taking pills, but bro, gotta do what you gotta do.
The Papa's Delight. You guys know I go on about Papa's Delight. The other one that I actually spoke about.
Hi T. Hi everybody on TikTok. Hi everybody on YouTube. How you doing? I thought let's try the whole TikTok YouTube again and see how it goes.
This is a 10 mil again.
T, thank you. I see your likes on YouTube. Love it, love it, love it. I don't know how I'm going to balance this, but I will try. How is this is so weird. There are 4 people right now on YouTube and there's 4 on TikTok. Wild. But anyway, we get just busy with applications and you must stay busy, babes. You must stay busy and get them jobs. Um TikTok, how are you guys doing? How has been your day? Florence, how many applications have you sent this week? I know it's only Tuesday, but this week, how many have you sent? I did tell you guys yesterday that I wanted to post the screenshot I took from threads of how people are basically applying to thousands and thousands of companies only to get a response from like 3 and then only manage to land 1 interview, and you're just like, damn, it's a lot of work. But yeah, I just wanted to come and have a little work session with you guys because again, I am working and I get bored when I'm working. Like literally, I really do. I get bored when I'm working because these days it just turns out I don't have a lot on my plate. I do have stuff to do. I've got some follow-ups, like that's the bulk of what I need to do. Follow up with clients and some attorneys, but nothing serious. So I'm like, let's go live, talk to the girls and the guys. But yeah, just a few. Got a rejection from JobDuck. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Florence. So sorry. But you can always try with JobDuck. You can always try after I think it's 6 months. I don't quite remember now. Between 3 to 6 months, you can always try again. Ooh, this headache wants to take me. It wants to take me. Oh, Jesus is Lord. Anyway, guys, let's work. This is supposed to be a working session. And with a working session, I'm basically getting some work done while you guys ask questions if you've got questions about remote work. But the focus is that while I'm working and you guys are here, you can also use the time to also, get into your own working session, whether you're going to be doing work or you're looking for a job and stuff. JobTech sent me a WhatsApp and all. Is that a good sign? I believe it is. I believe it is. Major. I think I'm going. Wait, I think this is supposed to be for next week. I might have put a wrong follow-up date. I honestly believe I put a wrong follow-up date on this. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Lami, how are you? This is weird. There's more interaction on YouTube today than TikTok, and I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, Cornell, how are you? This is quite strange. Hey, Taps, how are you doing? Where have you been? I don't think I've seen your name here for a while, babes. I just knocked off working for a UK company. I bought your chair. I'm so loving it. Ooh, I'm glad you love it. For some reason, though, I kind of feel like I want to change. I'm sorry, you have influenced people into getting something, but for some reason, I actually feel like I want to get something more flexible, something that can move. But yeah, it's quite a nice chair and it's quite comfortable. It doesn't make my bum hurt at the end of the day. You say my name right. Hi, Jerusha. How are you? How was work? How was work, Za? How did it go for you today? I wish I was you finishing work as well, but I literally just started work like an hour ago. Oh, I must count my blessings, ne? I actually should, because damn, why am I complaining? Do you guys believe that you should not complain simply because somebody else doesn't have what you have? And this is a genuine question, literally something that just came to mind now as I am saying, oh my God, I don't want to be working. Do you believe that in any situation you should not complain about something that's troubling you simply because somebody else doesn't have it? Just want to know what your take is. I know we are here for remote work and all that, but I just want to know, what are your thoughts? Would you take on-site job or you prefer remotely? Gugu, that's a really good question. So I would, if it so happens that, you know, I don't have a job, God forbid I lose my job. Literally, God forbid. If for some reason I can't continue working remotely, I would take an on-site job. But if I still have this job, I don't see a reason for me to take an on-site job, because working remotely eliminates a lot of things that I personally don't like dealing with. One of those, constantly shopping for clothes that I only wear to work. The other one, commuting to work. Other one, waking up early, because what the hell, how am I gonna go from waking up around 10, 11 to now waking up at 6 or 7 to get ready for work? And then another thing, in my last time working on site, I didn't really manage to save much, because there's just a lot of things that need your money. Again, all the shopping for clothes, the lunches that you buy for work, the commuting to work. Like, if I still have a choice to keep this job that I do, I would not go on site. But if circumstances push me to go on site, I'm not opposed to it. I do what needs to be done in that moment. I'm thinking of looking for something part-time as a US company. You should. Why not? What's stopping you? You should try. Jerusha says they're joining from India. Wow, okay. Welcome, welcome. I wanted to attend your session since last year. I'm so glad I finally got to attend. Glad you did. Please let me know how to contact you. I'm looking for a remote job. My work is busy as I work in hospitals. I definitely prefer remote jobs. For further discussion, I'm working as a nurse but wanted to always want to be doing remote work. So basically, you are able to contact me via email or via my TikTok DM. Email would be team@vchilimanzi.com. What was the question about complaining? Oh, the question about complaining was that I just caught myself complaining about the fact that, oh my God, I don't want to work. And then I stopped myself, because I'm like, there are so many people who don't have jobs, right? So my question was, do you as an individual believe that no matter what you have, and if you are in a moment of unhappiness with that thing, do you think you should always restrict yourself from complaining because somebody else does not have that thing, or other people, not just somebody else, other people do not have that thing? Anyway, Jerusha, I hope you got that. Contact me via my TikTok or send an email. Both those things on YouTube. You can find it in the description box and on any of my videos, or you can go to my link tree if you're on TikTok. Hi Chennai, how are you guys? You know what, balancing two two lives at the same time is actually very difficult. I'm not gonna lie, there isn't that much engagement going on, but it's actually very difficult because I don't know where to look. I do not know where to look. A genuine place to get a job, was contacted and doing training now. It is a genuine place, Dorothy. It is a genuine place, and congratulations that you managed to get into training. Good for you. Thank you for stating all the good facts that come with remote work. You're welcome, Nondaba. You are welcome, babes. I like remote job because there's still a sense of freedom. Oh yes, there is. One thing I will actually say, there is a sense of freedom because think of it this way. I don't know how many of you work on site who would be able to go live while you're working. We don't even have to go to the offices. I am here talking to you. If you work on site, how many of you can actually just go on live while you're at work? Jerusha, you said you work as a nurse in a hospital. Would you be able to do that? Girl, no. Are you able to go do your laundry right now while you're working? No. Can you? Are you able to just decide, you know what? My brain is not functioning right now. Let me just go take a walk outside and then come back and work. No. So yeah, that's the thing. There are some good things. Well, for me, it's more good things. I don't think I've okay, nah, let me not lie. The bad thing about it, like I've always said, has always been my weight. But as you can see, I am very serious and back in the gym these days. But that's the only downside to working remotely that I have come across. Do you know anyone who provides portfolio services? I actually do not know anybody, but you could try going on Fiverr and looking for somebody there. Oh yeah, baby, I like this feeling of freedom working from home. Sometimes you can't even have a break. Oh, ho, ho, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I know you can't even have a break sometimes when you're working on site. But also, let's say this is another thing that can even happen when you're working remotely, because sometimes work can actually get really hectic and you have to, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yes, is it free? The remote work masterclass is not free, my babe. All the information you need to know about it, please go to the link in my bio, to my link tree. Thanks for the plugs. Just a young question. What should I expect in the job deck? Is this the interview or is this your training? Job deck interview or job deck training, Yanela? Joining from Ghana, please can you type the email address for me? Enoch, you know what you can do? Please go to any of my videos on my YouTube channel. In the description of my YouTube channel, you will find that information. You will find information to all my other social media and my email as well. You look beautiful, girl. I didn't even notice avoid issues associated with work from home. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Well, maybe you didn't notice because I'm kind of losing weight, guys. I haven't lost a lot, but I'm kind of losing weight. And I am loving it over here. But yeah, that's for me, that's one of the downsides. And if I have to sum up everything that is like the downside to working remotely, I personally have two things. And one of them you can just get over within the first like few weeks or months. Guys, there's construction happening here. So the noise, there are construction cars, okay? Sorry about that. One thing is getting used to different time zone, and you're going to be working weird times. So that's the first thing that I would say. It might be difficult for you, especially if you get to work like a totally different time zone. For me, it's not much of a change, but it is a change, but still it doesn't change the time that I've always gone to bed. So there's that. But usually within like 4 weeks maximum, I could say, give yourself 3 months, you will get used to it. The second one is just the close proximity to your kitchen, to your fridge. When you're at home, you're too close to food that you really need to exercise discipline, okay? And that's the one thing that I personally can say I struggled with specifically last year. This year it's much better. I've decided I'm taking control of my life, okay? But those are the two things I would say are the most problematic when it comes to working remote. Otherwise, everything else, it's something you can get support from your team, from your management, from your supervisors and all that. And why are you on TikTok and not on YouTube, my friend? Why? What do you do, Nduku? I'm a legal assistant. I would appreciate you guys giving some likes to these lives, eh? Thank you for the... Okay, I answered your question earlier. How did you start working remotely? Ooh, that's a freaking amazing question. And it's a question I really love answering. I really love answering. We that side, let me go. We are everywhere, babe. We are everywhere. Duku, I'll come and answer your question about how I started working remotely. It's a long answer, so let me try to answer some of the few questions here and then we can get into this long answer. Sometimes you can't even take a break. Da 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 da. Okay, someone had sent messages. I don't know why Shay Shay decided to retract her comments. But anyway, how did I start working remotely? I just got a screenshot from a friend about this company that was hiring. And this company, I mean, sorry, I'm trying to fix you guys so we can have like a little bit of a better angle. I'm sorry if I'm disturbing y'all's. That's much better. I was looking weird. Anyway, how did I start working remotely? I got a screenshot about this company, Job Duck, that was hiring. And yes, you better be following because were you just trying to see is this girl cool or not? I love that I've passed your vibe test. Anyway, I get this screenshot from a friend and I applied. I literally just, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you for sharing. I went and I applied and I went through the whole interviewing process. I've shared a YouTube video on this, the whole process from how I sent my application, what the interview process was like. And generally that's it. I literally applied. I was asked to do some tasks, which is quite normal and quite expected when you're going through an interviewing process for a remote company. You're going to be asked to do some tasks. You're going to be asked to create some video of introducing yourself. Oh, Kelly, relax. You're disturbing me and my people here. Ah, relax.
Hello, you have a caller. To
I just
accept the
realized
call,
I
press.
need. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Yes, you are. Mhm. Yes, it is something that we can help with, but before the attorneys can help the client, excuse me, your client will need to fill out a potential client form on our website just to explain the full matter to the attorneys. And sorry? Yeah. Yes, so it's the form under contact us. They fill that, submit it, and within 24 hours, one of our attorneys would have either offered a consultation or if they can't take the case, they will let them know. But that's something we definitely handle. Yeah. You're welcome. Have a good day. Welcome. Bye bye. Such a pleasant young man. Loved it. Hey baby, how you doing? Or international. Ralphie, I am an international working for an American law firm. Hope you're well. Would like a one-on-one with you. I want to get into remote working, flexible to work whenever I want. I can't find companies that offer fully remote position. So Shay, I do offer one-on-one consultations, but I'm going to get you to understand this. I personally will always tell people I do offer one-on-one consultations, but I also have a remote work masterclass. And the one that's coming up is this next weekend. It's online, it's pre-recorded videos. And why I normally tell people it's better for you to take the masterclass because I cover ethics, but I consult with people one on one, you're kind of limited to the information that you get because I'm only answering what you ask me. Whereas in my masterclass, I have focused on different topics based on the questions that I get from people in my consultations. So you've got way more information. And after the masterclass, should you still need a one-on-one consultation, you get a free 15-minute consultation. So I don't know. If you do want the one-on-one, You can email me, you can DM me on TikTok, that's okay. But yeah, just kind of think of it a bit and see what would really work for you. Okay. Mm. Love by double tapping. You know what, Nyatengo, I love you for this. You better get people to, guys, even if your screen breaks, it must break while you're tapping it for the likes, ne? For those likes. Mm, is it for free? The masterclass is not free at all. I let Tabo, what time do you start work? I need a second job. I start work at 4 and I finish at midnight. But we are going into March. The whole daylight saving thing will reverse, and I'll be starting work at 3 until 11. May I ask what brand earphones you use? I prefer earphones to headsets. So, to be very honest with you, I normally do not use earphones or headsets, even though I do have earphones and headsets. I don't know. I just don't like having things in my ear or whatever, but I use them when I get a call, especially when I'm on live like this. Client information, I wouldn't want to share it on live. But yeah, these are pretty good. These are AirPods Pro. Yeah, they are. AirPods, I guess it's second generation Pro. They're the only Pro AirPods that Apple has made. So I believe so. AirPods second generation Pro, whatever it is, it's the Pro one. And then these are the headsets I use, which are JBL. And they're also pretty good. I like these if I decide I want to just go take a walk like in our complex here. I haven't been going to work at restaurants or whatever, but I can definitely go take a walk outside. And if I wear those, I find that a lot of people don't like disturb me if I'm walking around. I can still answer my calls, I can still attend to clients, and not a lot of people will be bothering me to say hi or whatever. And like when I'm wearing these outside, I don't know what it is, but just based on my own observation, most people disturb to talk to me when I'm wearing this than when I'm wearing headsets. Oh, how much is the masterclass? Please check the link in my bio with regards to everything in the masterclass. But anyway, it's 349. It covers a whole lot of things. Please have a look. Ooh-wee. What you saying, Amy? They're working. Definitely. Will do so. Actually, yeah, it does look like today is going to be a very chilled day. And we've got this project that we are working on. We've been working on it for the past few months, and we probably have until the half of the year, like mid-year, to finish it. Damn, girl, that's what I'm going to be doing since it's not so busy. I will join the month for starters there and will DM you. Okay. Do you only assist people looking to get in the legal sector? So other industry like digital marketing? Not necessarily, because the information you get in the masterclass is mainly geared towards people who are looking for their first remote job, people who've gotten out of university, someone who's just looking to transition from on-site to off-site. So it's not industry specific. It's also made for people who do not have qualification or experience. I will basically talk about what high income skills you might want to focus on, what qualifications you can get online if you're someone who doesn't have qualifications, what qualifications you can get online so that, you're more employable. How long have you been a remote worker and what was it like transitioning from working on site? Oh, that's a good question. You know what, Shay Shay? I love your questions. I love your question. I will answer your questions as well. But yeah, how long has it been? This is my third year now working remote. Transitioning, I wasn't really transitioning from working on site because when I got my remote job, I had been unemployed for like 3 years. Guys, my sister said this to me the other day. They're like, yo, what is Vanessa the remote worker without the 3 years unemployment story? And you know what? It's true. I had been unemployed for a bit. So when I got my job, I wasn't really transitioning from on-site to remote. I was literally transitioning from being unemployed. And going to work remote. It wasn't so difficult though. Like I said, I guess it's because I had been unemployed for such a long time. I had gotten used to sleeping very late. But my very first remote job, I used to finish work at 2 a.m. I am normally a girl who would go to sleep around like 11 p.m., midnight. But that job, I would finish at 2 a.m. So those days, by the time it hits 2, I am completely tired. But if I decided to go to bed right after work, I would not be able to sleep. So my sleeping pattern is the one thing that I can say was really got messed up when I started working remote. Okay, so it's crazy. If you hear a Tulu, it's usually my office manager, uh, no answer, or my CEO. Those are the two people that I communicate with the most. And you know, if it's that daily on Teams, it's serious business. You better attend to it right there and then. Let's see. Did I miss a question? Did I miss a question? I don't think so. You're welcome. Are they background noise canceling? Both of them are. Both my headphones and my earphones, they are both noise canceling. Would they hire me as a second job if I'm already working? Well, that depends, babe. That actually depends. If you're looking for a full time job, and again, like you're at liberty to either disclose that you're working already or not. I am not the morality police. I would not tell you, tell them this or tell them that. It's up to you to disclose. And also, if you're looking for a full time gig while you're working already, does your time allow that? Is it not going to get you too tired? As long as you can handle it, go for it. Definitely, all I'm saying is it's up to you. How has it been? It's been amazing. I've gotten used to my schedule now. As you can see, I feel very awake. I used to feel very like groggy and tired and everything. The first few weeks, months. Now I'm very used to it. I can get to 12 midnight. Like I promise you, at quarter to 12, I can come back here and start another live. And I will be lively. Because now I go to bed like very late. So it's pretty nice. Very nice. Andre, that's unacceptable. Sorry. That is pretty unacceptable here. Not on my live, babe. You're not gonna come and talk like that. Sorry. That is disgusting. Like, who raised you? Jesus Christ. Yo Lord. Ah, sis. Um Does your masterclass cover taxes? Not necessarily, because I don't think there's much that you need to know about tax, except the fact that most remote companies, when they are hiring you, you handle your own tax. Most of these, I can't even say most. I believe a lot of them, like the majority, probably 99%, I have not come across an international company that takes the responsibility of paying your tax for you. That's a given. It's something you have to handle on your own. Do factors like location play a role? To be very honest, they do. It might not be stipulated when you're applying, but the fact that when you come across a job description and they're like an ad, the fact that they actually state that they are hiring from a specific country says a lot. There are many countries that some companies just don't hire from, and there are others that are just like they sell like hotcakes. um, do they hire university students? I believe you can get hired as a university student, right? But you're gonna need to make sure if you're applying for a position, it's a position that you can justify why they should hire you over someone who actually has experience. So they can hire you, but how are they going to pick you over some people who already have the experience and who have the qualifications? As a student, I created a video sometime back in another one. Sometime back in December, I created a video where I talked about how, as a student, there are some jobs you can do, like part-time things that you can do online, mainly in line with like your content creation and things like that. Because you're really going to be going against a lot of people who have more experience. So focus on something that not everyone who has experience is also trying to fight for. Noni, unfortunately, the company I'm working for isn't hiring. Sorry. Guys, I'm trying to see and make sure I am not... people often struggle to keep US law firms related jobs for long. How have you been able to keep yours for long? That's a good question. To be very honest, I can't know 100% how I've managed to do that. But like I've always said from the beginning of me working, of my contract with these guys, I have always asked for reviews on my work. The company that placed me with these guys, JobDAC, the company that placed me with these guys, they obviously do have their own like meetings in the background with these guys to ask if they're still happy with my work, if there's anything that needs to be changed and things like that. And at JobDeck, they've got people that can communicate with me directly and see if I need like some working sessions where I can just chat to somebody about my working experience and things like that. So what I personally do is, during the first 6 months of my employment, every 3 months, I was asking both JobDAC and the guys I work for, the company I work for, I would send an email to our office manager and ask her, hey, I just wanted you to let me know, like, is there something that I'm doing well, something I'm doing wrong? Do you think there are any places that I could improve? I'm still new on the job, but I just wanted to get like a review of how you feel about my work. And then I would go to the hiring agency as well and email the lady and tell her, I asked them for a review. I'm not sure if they've shared anything with you. Please let me know like what's up so that I just know like, you know, what I can do better and things like that. So that was the first 6 months. Every 3 months I did that. So that was twice. And then after the first 6 months, I would then ask every 6 months, up until now, every six months, I will ask for a review. Because if I don't ask, they don't necessarily call me to say, hey, we love your work or we need you to work on this. They only give a review to the agency, which is JobDuck in this case. But yeah, I would say for me, that's just one of the things. And secondly, I guess because we never really have a lot of work for me to mess up or in any way. So yeah, I would say that's about it. And then also just making sure you're showing up for work at the right time, you're logging in at the right time. Even if you end up being on TikTok and YouTube like this, you still get your work done at the end of the day. That's just it. Making sure you do your work. Your contract will always be renewed every year. Really now? The other question, I was looking to upskill. So do you think having high income skills helps? And I guess I can learn a few new skills to become more employable in the marketplace. That is true. It does help. And high income skills are also possibly the highest in demand skills. They are not the easiest to acquire, but because they are high paying and high demand, it means you're not going to spend too much time looking for a job, and if you get it, you are not going to be paid peanuts. How do they go around payments? Is it Stripe or PayPal? It depends from company to company. Others use Stripe, others PayPal, others Pioneer, others on top, others do bank transfers. Like, it just depends. Joburg and Cape Town are mostly the locations they prefer than Durban. That is true, most international companies. But if we look like at the whole of Africa, actually, internationally, if a country is looking to hire from Africa, most of them are focused mainly on South Africa. Kenya is another one. Nigeria, there's quite a big number of remote workers I know from there, but they are not as many as Kenya and South Africa. And outside of Kenya and South Africa, you'll find that most companies actually just prefer to hire mainly from the southern region of Africa. Something to do with accents and everything like that. Rankilenyana, I didn't do a specific course to become a remote worker, and you can't do a specific course to become a remote worker. It depends on the position you're applying for. What course you do depends on the position you're applying for. What's the time for the masterclass on Sunday? So the masterclass will be at 10 a.m. Sunday morning, but that doesn't mean you have to show up at 10 a.m. It's a pre-recorded class. You have 24 hours access to it. So anytime from Sunday 10 a.m. to Monday 10 a.m. you will have access to watch those videos. What are some of the high income skills you would recommend learning? Ooh, so that's a topic that's in my remote work masterclass. I'm not going to be able to discuss it here. Sorry. Do they want qualifications and experience? Yes. Do they hire? Oh, guys, your questions are a lot. Your questions are a lot. Nani, yes, I am. Nomti, yes. The displayed salary is usually cost to company, babe. Hey, Zeru. Good afternoon, Lindsay. Please share some legit website for remote work. You can join the remote work masterclass for websites, or you can go through my TikTok. I have shared some in the past. Would you assist someone looking for a remote job for a fee? Of course. Unfortunately, I don't necessarily assist people looking for jobs, guys. I am working on something to help us with that, but as it is, I don't. I just give you the information that help you with interviews, helps you with your CVs, help you to know what courses you can go for, what high income skills you can acquire. When the time is right, I will come back here and be like, girls, I got the plug to get you jobs when the time is right. Oh Lord, guys, I'm really trying to make sure I'm not missing any question, but it is very difficult. Very difficult. Would you say getting back under job duck is possible after you left on your own? Oh, I haven't come across anyone who has left and gone back. So to be very honest with you, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Job rack, look on LinkedIn. Nomti, thank you for sharing that. Which platform do you use to get your current job? I used JobDuck. I've been on JobDuck matchmaking steps since December. I hope you're applying somewhere else because you can wait there forever, babe. Thank God I only waited for like 2 days, but you can wait there forever. Keep applying elsewhere. We kind of contract based. Does that mean we are given an increase? You're given an increase yearly, babe. Other parts of South Africa just like, guys, how will they know? Hey, I am not signing on this message, but again, how will they know? But I am not saying do that. But you know what, when they do your internet test, they might just pick it up. Who knows? Kayla, you're actually right. Project management is one of those skills that you want to get. Takes 3 months. I think I waited about 1.5. So just keep praying and keep applying everywhere. Remote, still in training. The training is tedious, no lie, but it helps. Whew. Wow, those were a lot of questions from TikTok. Please advise on remote roles available for legal professionals. Oh wow, I would have to look. The ones that I've come across a lot are basically admin assistant, legal assistant type, Does one pay to have access to JobDuck? No, you do not pay. But keep in mind, JobDuck also does not